22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Holding, receiving team.
That didn't take long. Penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
They'll go Madison up the middle. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Play action now, Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Madison running on first down. Runs over it. Down to the 42, second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Off the play fake, Cousins. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. Knocks over another. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. From the red zone now, Cousins. That's complete, right around the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. 2nd down and goal. Cousins. And it's caught. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Vikings will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded it. Now a give to Madison. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love. A pass there over the middle to start things out.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Love. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And now out comes Minnesota. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the break, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw now, here's Love. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Throwing, Love. Dancing to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Taking it about the 36. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Vikings always set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Play fake. Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, 36 yards. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. So 20-0 now pending the extra point, and this place is jumping.
Yeah, you can feel it, can't you? You can also see it. You're seeing people in the stands now, excited, happy, high-fiving each other. This score to continue to mount.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays, the long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams...
There he goes left side. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 73 yards. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And out now come the Vikings. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Cousins.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Cousins on first down.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
On third down, Love escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
And this returnable for Reagor.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. And some room to roam now. Fights through him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Joe Joseph now to have the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. And remember, the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here comes Rager. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure you have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it.
Here comes Reed.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
And Watson has it right side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. Love looking to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Love. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Here's Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun. Love. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down.
Got Dobbs over the middle.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Romeo Dobbs,
33 yards.
and the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On the handoff, it's Madison.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Cousins to throw it.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10.
Touchdown, Vikings!
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Love from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Love to throw for it on 4th. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They'll run with Madison.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. Another carry now for Madison. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
2nd and 9.
Going on the ground with Madison. Pushes past him.
106 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, he has been fun to watch chance throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They're just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this. I think you felt the same based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.